Alright guys, I was praying this day would never come, but it looks like our favorite white boy has been exposed. Ian is officially an industry plant. I know guys, it hurts, it really hurts, you know. I don't know if you can hear the tear rolling down my eye. Have a moment of silence for Ian right now and what his career could have. I'm just kidding. But okay guys, there's been some developments in Ian's arc or whatever. Apparently he's an industry plant. Apparently he's signed to a big label. Apparently he has this crazy management. But one thing's for sure, he just got a Drake cosign. His songs are getting millions of views. He's getting promotion like we've never seen before from a random artist coming from the underground scene. And he's being called an industry plant. So let's talk about it. But before we talk about all the industry plant allegations and this and that, and what I think about where his career is going to go, we have to talk about the Drake follow. So a couple days ago, Champagne Papi, I think he's like best friends with Kendrick Lamar. Sorry, I'm not too tapped in with like the whole like Drake stuff. I don't know. I think he's like best friends with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole and Future and Metro Boomin and The Weeknd. I think they're like one big happy family. But anyways, I digress. Man himself followed Drake on Instagram, and here were some of the reactions to this. Nah, what? LMAO. I'm getting flashbacks, and it's a picture of Yeet and Drake, and right before, you know, blew up and everything. If you're white in the underground, your career is solidified. You guys think being white makes you blow up faster if you're in the underground? Like, that's been, I don't know. Big day for 15-year-olds. Bro might be an industry plant. Oh. So clearly people are like, what? But it's not like that. I don't know. People didn't throw like a huge fuss about it. For some reason, people just did not care as much. I guess maybe, I think the Drake Yeet cosign, people are like, whoa, that's so crazy. And now it's just like, all right, you know, because people kind of know now that, like, if you're an underground artist and you just blow up to the internet, you're not even underground anymore. You're just viral. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these artists are just viral. So that's what Ian is. So they didn't throw a huge fuss over it. However, Bob-O-Lam on his stream, he collected some more evidence, and I'm gonna go over some of it. All right. So the first thing he exposes Ian for is having the same management as Forbats.
Since we went over how Forbats' manager follows Ian, but not every other underground rapper, which doesn't make sense because he should. But yeah, you get the point.
Which, you know, they do follow him. So yeah. It looks like he has the same management as Forbats. But hey, maybe you don't believe me.
He gets an academics post, which is like $4,500, I've heard. What underground rapper got that budget? That's not even the worst part.
All right. 4 or 5K for an academics post. No independent artist has got that. But hey, maybe you still don't believe me. Maybe there's something like, nah, bro, it can't be not Ian, bro. Not Ian, no, not Ian. No! It's okay, bro. Okay, hang in there. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hit you with this.
Who did Drake just sign, though? And what did I say from the very beginning? That they got the same management. They got the same. So you guys have no comments on that.
Yup. So we didn't catch that. Forbats, the other dude that's been blowing up for his angelic voice, but also for being an industry plant, recently signed to Drake. And since he signed to Drake, and Ian and Forbats have the same management, their management probably, you know, tipped Drake off or this or that, and that's where the cosign and follow came from. But hey, does that mean he's an industry plant? Well, I know I said I had one last thing left, but you know, Bob-O-Lam did his research, and by his research, I mean he went to his Spotify and read the fine print.
If you go to his Spotify credits on Figure It Out, he signed to Columbia Records on he's dropped 2 songs, 3 maybe.
Yup, Ian is signed to Columbia Records. Columbia Records is like one of the major labels underneath Sony, so they're huge. You know, they got all sorts of mainstream artists. They're like a historic label almost too. If you want to know some of their artists that are on there right now, Central C, Beyonce, Polo G, Lil TJ, like 24K Gold. They got a lot of big people. All right, Baby Keem, Blink 182. This is a big label. All right, and Ian is signed to them. Now, how did this all happen? I'll kind of explain my theory and everything, but before I explain that, I kind of want to give, you know, a defense for Ian. So these tweets are a bit old, but here's what Ian's friend and manager, so he has a huge bias, said. Ian is not an industry plant. It's called supporting your friends, LMAO. Your friends could probably be where Ian is and farther if you guys were supportive. So this was posted in February. It doesn't look like that really applies anymore. Like, I don't know, academics isn't your friend, bro. Drake isn't either, but it was valid when he posted it. Another person said, hate music Twitter on here, but I genuinely think it's so dumb. Some people believe Ian is an industry plant. He's been doing whatever he wants, like 3 years now. He's just a normal dude, okay? Another person said, I heard someone call me Yeet Clone. What are your thoughts on that? All right. So clearly, some people are like, hey, you know, Ian, he's not really an industry plant. He's been doing this. Other people are like, wait, he's totally an industry plant. What, he has Forbats management, the industry plant, like the people that are probably did the best job of planning, like doing the whole industry plant thing the last 2 years, I'd say. He got a co-sign from Drake. He signed to Columbia, getting all this like mainstream rap media promotion or push. Another thing you might not have noticed is Ian dropped an On The Block freestyle, which is how Forbats blew up. And yeah, when you start putting all the pieces together, you know, he definitely has the same management as Forbats. So yeah, it's settled. Okay. But here's the whole industry plan thing, and here's what I kind of want to explain to you guys. I actually don't think Ian is gonna have the same career or same career trajectory that all these other industry plants fall under. So if you notice a lot of industry plants, what happens is they have this they have this like rapid kind of like rise or blow up, and then they just fall off all of a sudden. They have like 1-2 songs, a big feature here and there, and it's like, career's over. Okay. The other thing when we talk about whether or not he's an industry plant is your definition of an industry. So a lot of people, including myself, or this is really where the term got popularized on the internet. It was during the emo rap wave. So what was happening was artists like Jumex, Baby Goth, and back then they were even calling people like Billie Eilish industry plants. So what was happening was, or I should say, what people were describing industry plants wasn't just artists who were signed and randomly blowing up, because that isn't what it is. That isn't really what industry plant or that whole term came from. It basically was just artists who fans thought were fake, and by fake I mean they would sign to a label. The label would erase their past. They're just didn't genuinely market them as something they weren't, in order to appeal to like a certain trend. So back then emo rap was trending, so they're all trying to take advantage of this. Remember Ian Dior and those types of artists, like they're like, oh my god, Ian Dior is an industry plant, blah 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 blah. Like that was what industry plant was really about. So I wouldn't really call Ian an industry plant, you know, because that's not really what he is. However, I also said this in my Forbats video. It doesn't matter what the like true definition is. No one get. Well, actually, dude, you know, it's kind of like, well, actually, guys, you know what I mean? People won't really care. They're already calling him an industry plant. So you know what that makes him? An industry plant. Because if people call you something on the internet, and this is a well-known fact, if a group of people call you something on the internet, true, it's what you are. All right, it's just a well-known fact. Sorry guys, how it is. So anyways, Ian is being called an industry plant, and I do think this will affect his career. I don't think it'll end it, and I'll explain that a little later, but it's gonna make it so that it's much tougher for fans to start liking him now. And one thing about Ian is he's very likable. You know, just something about him. He looks like a random kid that could be at like ASU or like some random American state college in like the East Coast. I don't know why I said ASU and some random American college and like those. I just couldn't see him going to college in California. I don't know why. Just couldn't see it. But anyways, he's just like a super normal dude. He's open. He's not mysterious. He has like a chill vibe. He makes hard music. He's got cool bars, and he's just having fun, you know? Ian is, even his name, Ian, it's so casual. It's so normal. Like Ian, like, you know what I mean? Like if his name was Edward, it just wouldn't work. But Ian, I don't know, something about it. It's just so normal, bro. Ian, you know, I don't know. It's just hard. I'll play a video of like Ian that he posted. That's just like funny.
Man, tensions have been high. There hasn't been much sleep going on. Ian's just constantly in the studio. I mean, he doesn't leave. He hasn't changed once. I mean, I keep checking in on him. It's the same outfit. The kid's starting to fucking stink a little bit.
Yeah, there's some exciting stuff going on around here. I'm making the best music I've made in a while.
Flocka!
Full time. Vibes are good. I'm feeling fresh and clean and all that good stuff. So you know.
Dallas said you've been kind of smelling.
What? He said what?
Dallas said that you smell bad.
That's how I smell.
I never said this. I never said you stunk. I never said the music.
Tryna get you from snail days, can't get in. Big brother, like snail plane, really ain't missing.
The least we could do is buy the kid some new kicks. Hello? Chauncey dropping. Fuck it.
Chauncey Billups, you show me love, can't understand why I don't feel it.
So as you can see, he isn't really too afraid to be himself. He's cool. He's not like Four Bats, all right? He's not like a lot of these industry plants that don't really have any real personality or anything. You know, he's a cool dude. Here's the other reason why I think Ian will continue to go up regardless of this whole industry plant label, because believe it or not, being labeled an industry plant is not an end all be all, and it's happened to artists who definitely fit the description a lot better. For example, Ian Dior was given the industry plant label. He's still doing fine. He even had a number 1 song on Billboard. The Kid Laroi was given the industry plant label. He's doing amazing. Billie Eilish was given the industry plant label, I don't know, like 8 Grammys later. He's definitely doing amazing. I'm not saying Ian's gonna go on to win Grammys, but you know, it's not like a death sentence to career, all right? And let me explain why I don't think it'll be to his either, all right? So the thing about Four Bats is he really just came out of nowhere. He was literally a random dude, like a complete nobody who they just marketed super discreetly. I don't know, they just like launched him and just went flying, you know what I mean? You know when you play Angry Birds and you just slide it all the way back and then the bird just goes crazy, you know what I mean? Like, you know the yellow bird? Like Four Bats was like that yellow bird. Damn, sorry, that was a horrible analogy, but I don't know what I'm doing, sorry, it's way too late at night. But anyways, Four Bats was a random dude, all right? Ian, he's also a random dude, but the thing about Ian is he's actually been on SoundCloud and been in like the little like, I don't even know what you would describe it type of scene, but he's been working with a lot of like actual underground producers and artists. Like he has a song with this guy named Lade, or I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. Lade. He has, you know what I mean? He's produced for Isaiah TG. He used to make like Isaiah TG clone music, not gonna lie, like back in the day. By back in the day, I mean like a couple years ago. So, you know, he's been around for long enough. So he's not just like, you know, if you look at his Spotify, like a couple songs, but he's not just some dude that dropped 3 songs and just, you know, he actually has a discography, you know? The other thing about him is people look at Ian and they feel something, you know? They look at Ian and they have something to say. They're like, oh, I like this guy. He has a cool vibe to him. He seems like a chill, nice dude. You know, you look at Four Bats and you don't feel anything. There's no brand there. It's just the guy. It's just the guy that we don't even know what his real voice sounds like because it's sped up. You know what I mean? The guy who signed to Drake for an EP. Look at Ian, it's like, oh, I don't know how to explain it. It's gonna sound like I'm glazing, but I hope you get the point what I'm trying to say. Ian has an actual brand, you know? You look at Ian and it's like just a regular dude you'd actually mess with, you know what I mean? And then you look at people like, but you look at, you know, other industry plants and they just don't have that same connection. And when you look at artists that broke through that industry plant label, I'm gonna give you an example, like the Kid Laroi. Like he had good music, you know, whatever your opinions are on him, he definitely had good music, and he had like a community. So I feel like Ian, he still has got this like underground community riding for him, and that's another really big aspect to it. So for the Kid Laroi, they kind of just put him on a bunch of Juice WRLD features and had like a bunch of NPC Juice WRLD fans ride for him and just be like, ah, Laroi. For Ian, he's got like this underground rap circle jerk community that's just gonna like prop him up, and I feel like they just won't let him fall off like that, because you know the thing about Ian is he still got some more swings left before it's like, you're out, you know what I mean? So with Four Bats, he dropped like 1 song, it was cool, it did well, then he dropped another song, it was cool, then he dropped that Drake remix, I think, and like, all right, you know, I don't really think people are gonna care about him when he drops an EP. Like he drops an EP, bro, it's gonna flop, you know? People don't, like, are we just gonna keep hearing the same song over and over again? It's good and he makes good music, but you know, it's over. Like his time is kind of gone. Ian, I feel like if Ian dropped a tape, I'm not saying everyone would be interested in it or it would even sell well, but like it would definitely garner some attention, you know? People would definitely check it out. You know, he drops a music video, I'm sure people are gonna watch it. But there's some other concerns as well. A lot of people call him like a Yeat clone, and I'm not gonna lie, he kind of is. He just uses the Yeat preset, and his ad-libs sound freakishly similar. He also hopped on like a 2093 beat I saw on Instagram or something, and I was just like, damn, he really sounds like Yeat. So I wouldn't really say Ian is a Yeat. Okay, so I know I just said he's a Yeat clone, but he's not really a Yeat clone. He's just very reminiscent of Yeat. Yeat is better, like Yeat's stuff in 2021, yeah, it was better, but I don't know, Ian can just like rap and he's different. He has a different flow, he raps on different beats. He just kind of sounds like, because he uses a similar preset, if that makes sense, like a vocal preset. So can we fault him? Really not that much. Is he gonna become the next Yeat? Hell no, I don't really think so at all. But I definitely think he has a cool career ahead of him. Like he definitely has got a year or 2 in him, you know what I mean? We can see what he does with that, if he makes the most of it, if he goes even further than that. Hopefully he proves everyone wrong. You know, I'm kind of rooting for him. He just seems like a cool dude, you know what I mean? Ian, I don't know, it's like a random name rapper. Anyways, thanks for watching, have a nice day, and see you tomorrow. Bye.